Hello everybody, I'm Gabby. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi! Today we are going to be cutting up some poplar logs with the LT15 GO.
Are the poplar trees. They're actually quite big and we've never cut up poplar before, so.
Okay, we have never cut up poplar trees before because we don't have any in our woods. I mean, we've cut up walnut, maple, oak, cherry, sycamore, but I've never cut into a poplar tree, and I'm actually kind of excited because I always think of a log kind of like a Christmas present because it doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside. When you cut into it, that's when you really get to see what it looks like, and I'm just super excited. Okay, before I begin, I gotta fill up the fuel tank and make sure there's water in the container. We've been emptying the container because it's been cold out lately here in PA, but it's finally starting to warm up. I mean, I am so happy. I am tired of winter. Winter, please go away. It's time for summer to start already. Okay, to load up the logs onto the sawmill, we use the backhoe and we use the forks that you see. Now the forks are actually connected to that green thing that clips on and off the backhoe. But we actually welded that together. I mean, we got the general idea, see, and we cut up pieces of metal and welded it together. And it's been working. I mean, my welds have held up a lot of trees, so I'm kind of proud of myself. Okay, to get down to my cant and square all four sides, I'm going to keep taking 1 inches until I'm not getting much bark. But don't worry, that wood won't be wasted. We will cut it down later into the size boards that we're looking for. But sometimes I forget that we have all this wood lying around. We live on a homestead, so we're always using wood for something. Fixing fences, building something new, you name it. But the other day, my tomato plants are starting to grow tall enough that I need to start getting tomato stakes. And for this year, you had to go to the store to buy some sort of wood. So I looked at my dad the other day and go, okay, I gotta go get some tomato stakes. And he's like, why don't you just go use the dried lumber? I'm like, oh my goodness, I totally forgot. Like, it's hard to remember that we just like have this vast quantity of wood for all the little projects. And trust me, when you're on a homestead, you always got a lot of projects that you have to prioritize, like what needs done first. Now, unfortunately, this log had a big crook in the middle, so I had to cut down a lot more than I wanted to just so I got some long boards. And, like I said, you really don't know what you're gonna get out of a log until you start cutting it. Like, each log is different. This one looked big, but we're not gonna get as big of a cant as we hoped. Now, because we don't got any of the fancier models, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the LT15, we have to flip the logs by hand. But what can I say? It took a long time to convince my mom that we should get a sawmill, let alone the LT40 that has the automatic turner. Okay, now that I got the log down into a cant, I'm going to cut it into 4 sections. It's approximately a 16-inch long cant, so that should work. We are going to make 1x4s out of this log, and looking at it, it looks like we'd get a fair amount. Okay, finally onto the 1x4s. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? I love it. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not the prettiest wood that I've ever seen, but it's not exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a little dull and kind of colorless, because no one ever talks about Poplar, but boy, was I wrong. It's beautiful. Okay, I get to cut another double cant, and I love cutting these because it is fast because you get 2 boards at once, and also because sawdust shoots up the middle in between the 2 pieces of wood, and it's kind of cool to watch. Okay, now I got to paint the other end of the log, but I didn't know my mom had grabbed my camera from the camera stand behind me, so I didn't know that she was recording me opening paint. That's what such the weird face was. Okay, before I would paint the log to just to mark it so we know what kind it is, but today I'm going to be sealing it because the neighbor who gave us the logs told us that Poplar dries out really quickly and cracks, so it's better to seal the ends so they don't crack as much. Okay, now time to repeat the process on the next log. First by taking off the bark and turning it into a can. In case you haven't noticed, my mom got a hold of the camera by the end of the day and was able to give us more camera angles. But while I was sawmilling, she was like, "We got power feed, so you should show them that it's hands-free." And I was like, "So what do you want me to do?" And she's like, "I don't know, just let go of the machine." So I didn't know what to do if I wasn't holding onto the levers. So I decided to do the Macarena, a few other dance moves, and I hope this showed you all that the machine is hands-free when you have a power feed. Just watch your boards and make sure it's going smoothly. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Bye!